Maybe.
The delays. Hello and welcome to Jabberjaw. I'm your host, Jessica Dawson Collier, and with me, as always, is Tyson Wheeler Dynas and Matthew David Smith. Guys, welcome.
Hello.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Honor and privilege to be here.
There you go. That's
Yes.
As
right.
always is.
It really is.
It's like
Thought I wanted to
it's like
see.
winning a Peabody Award every time we get together. It's great.
Kind of. It really is. It really is. That's like the what is it? Like a journalistic integrity award. Is that what the Peabody is, or is the Peabody like a?
It's
what
a
is the Peabody?
it's a creative slash integrity award.
Oh, okay.
Well, we
Colbert-
got both of those things.
We really do in droves. Yes, in droves.
Yeah.
Colbert won for the Colbert.
Okay.
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 So
All right, so
there's
we're in good company. All right.
Oh, yeah,
I was trying to think of like the award that like Bill O'Reilly used to like lie about winning. You remember this, Tyson? Like there was like some award that Bill
Oh.
O'Reilly like was like there were like dozens of clips of him. Wow, when I won the blah 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 award, and like he never won it. So I don't think it was a. I think he won a Peabody. I think he did win a Peabody, but he claimed it was something more prestigious.
He did? Oh God! From his work
maybe.
on Inside Edition, or
I don't,
was
man.
it?
It's been a long time I've dedicated any thoughts to loofahs or Bill O'Reilly.
Yeah,
And, yeah.
it's funny.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, because he's still active on Twitter, and I'll see somebody write a blurb about something he said, and he's still just whatever. I'm sure he made money and stashed it away, and he lost a bunch of money because of those fun extracurriculars he did with people at work.
Yeah.
But
they're fun, but they're pricey. Especially when you're a dick. If you're nice, save like half to 3/4 off the price. But if you're a dick, paying full rate.
Nope.
And I'm sure he's a gigantic asshole. Like just.
Big time.
Oh yeah. We'll do it live. Is all you need to know about.
That is off. Yeah. One of my favorite moments in life.
Yeah. It is a good clip. It is a good clip.
A very good clip.
Have you guys seen how he's aging though? He looks terrible.
Well,
terrible.
It's that deal with the devil that's catching up with him. Like
big time.
He didn't ask for looks; he asked for popularity.
It's like
popularity and
he's like, hey, asshole, Trump's doing all the heavy lifting here. What are you doing? Yeah, so
that's true.
Yeah. So anyway,
well, I don't know about you guys, but it was 91 degrees here today. The dogs are freaking out. They keep
thinking it's like 88
yeah,
here.
we broke an all-time temp record. So
whoa. Yeah. It's and then I guess tomorrow it's going to be like 59 and then 40. We're going to the No Kings March on Saturday, and
cool. Nice.
It's
are you guys making signs?
Apparently,
have
we
you
are.
started? Okay.
Apparently, we are. I don't know.
Very
Beth
cool.
had a very elaborate design that she worked with Chat about, and I am gonna just look up something derogatory about Pete Hegsmith.
It doesn't matter. It does not matter. In fact, I prefer that you get it wrong.
Actually, I kind of refer to him from now on. Like, have I got news for you? Amber Ruffin just calls him Wethead, which I think is.
Oh, I did. We caught up on that while my parents were here last weekend. She's fucking.
And she's just choice.
All three of them. Yeah, they're great. Really yeah.
But anyway, so that's now I can't even be bothered with his name. It's just Wethead. So we're gonna do that, and that should be interesting. I don't know. We're gonna take the dogs.
Have you done any of those marches before, Tice?
I have not. Beth went to one of them last year. It was the first one, I think, and this one is, I think, downtown. I'm not sure. It'll be big. There's a lot of. I mean, where I live is the second most liberal part of Kansas. First is obviously Lawrence, and then Johnson County is the second. So there'll be a lot of people, but it's going to be 4 degrees, so we can take the dogs, which is so that's another thing, which like I don't know. If you take a noof out into society, people will stop and ask you 100 questions and ask to pet the dog and all that stuff. They're like, it's a bear, and that's kind of fun for the dogs. It's less fun for me, but it's fine. I don't care.
I think you should make something like a "Bring the King" sign, like for Burger King. like
Oh,
bring the
that's a
king
good
back,
idea. Yeah,
and
that's
you can like, and so you can just
Ooh.
play it off like you didn't know what it was really about. You thought no more
bring.
kings, and you're like, but I don't endorse this Burger King ad campaign, and
That's
I
a,
want to bring. I think that would be the
that's an
angle
excellent
there.
idea. I should. That's what I'm gonna do.
Thank God it. Thank God. At least
I'm
you know
gonna,
like,
I'm,
this
I'm
will
gonna
I
take
get,
love it.
consideration.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
bring it back because I feel like somebody will see it, take a picture of it, and it'll go viral.
I
And
think so.
So
yeah,
brilliant idea.
yeah.
For
So
real. You got to do it.
I'll put Jabberjaw at the bottom of the sign. So
Very nice.
Tice.
I like that.
Yes.
And
uh,
then yachts
We
for all
need some
three of us.
promotion.
yes, and
The
then
God
dream
have
comes
it.
true. Yeah.
get underwear.
Listen, I just want a
Something
boat. All
profit.
right. I want to be a boat
That's
person,
true.
as we
I just
talked
want to
about
use
weeks ago.
Tyson's sister's boat. That's all
That's
I want. I just want to use
that.
Tyson's sister's
That is
boat.
that is completely on the table, guys. All we
Well, I
have to
know
do.
we talked. We
Oh,
need to
it's
figure out
good.
dates. I'm excited.
Smith
I'm
and I are
excited.
not forgetting this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Oh hell
Sadly,
no.
once you told us yes, it's happening. So that's
No, it's
on
great.
you.
They have like
Sorry.
4 bunk beds and they got like
Oh,
Oh,
three
fun.
bedrooms. So yeah, no,
yeah. We're
it'll be
totally
big.
doing that.
The
Yeah.
problem is going to be is like mom and dad are going to be like, can we go? And then and it's gonna you guys will be
Your
surrounded by
parents are
dinosaurs.
freaking fun. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's fine.
but it's anyway, and that's fine. I mean, they're fun, but and then you guys will have to play cards and drink a lot of wine. So it's basically just how those.
That's
That
So,
sounds terrible.
yeah, I know,
yeah.
right?
No, don't
Yeah,
want to do that.
they
Yeah.
actually have in their main living space like this giant wine rack that has like 90 bottles of wine in it. It's just like it's crazy. So it's just nuts. And
Ugh.
and one working record player. So
Hey, that's all you need,
it's,
honestly.
it's true, yeah.
That is literally what I was going to say. I thought of your parents because my parents came to visit and they brought us a bottle of wine from Shiloh Winery in
Ah,
Western Kansas.
Oh.
Apparently, that is like the big fucking show
it,
out there for Hayes people, Waukene
Hmm.
people, like everyone goes there.
there's a little thing. So one of the things that like so you should just know that like they source their grapes from places that actually grow actually good grapes. So they're not growing their own.
That's pretty cool.
They're growing some grapes there, but you know grapes grown in that kind of soil, it's not exactly choice. And so, oh
Yeah.
my god, I'm sorry, I got a Mr. B in here. I'll be right back. I gotta get
Okay. All right.
Mr.
Got a dog
B.
situation. Smith, have your
Yes.
parents been to Shiloh Winery
And
yet?
not to my knowledge, no. And I know my mother is a big fan of wine. And so she is. It's a big
Yeah,
fan of wine.
right.
She is.
I love it.
What is the Paisley pear in downtown Hayes? Like
Oh
I think Ray
yeah,
I
Paisley
think Ray
pears.
I
Yeah.
think Ray Smith is like Norm of the Paisley pear. I don't know that definitively, but
My dad plays there often, so one of these
that's oh
days
yeah
he's gonna
yeah
have to tell him hello. But yeah, that's the place to go to in Hayes for wine, from what I've heard.
absolutely and yeah. So what were we talking about?
Well, I mean, you guys,
Shiloh
Wine.
Winery,
I
yeah,
Shiloh
mean,
and
wine. No,
how, yeah, like you get what you get, basically,
I
is
will
what
have to ask my
Tyson
mom.
was saying.
If she is not, I will. That's like a good like gift card for her birthday or
oh
something.
yeah,
Maybe they take like bus trips of like I was gonna say elderly, but my mother's not elderly. But like I wondered if it was like how they do like those events where they like go
yeah.
to Branson and like or
That's actually good. But do they have like a shuttle that maybe goes out
that's
there for the?
Well,
that's the
Yeah,
word I was looking for.
here's the deal. Like if you have a little much at the Shiloh Winery,
pass out in your car.
well, not that much. But what I would say, what
You
I would
just
say,
stay and you work there. That's how it happens.
I mean, it's not.
No
It's not.
northern cult.
It is not. It's not uncommon for people to have an open can of beer in their car when they drive around Hayes or Waukene or whatever. So
That's true.
it's a little more relaxed. But it's nice, and they do this one thing, which there's like a really nice chef that lives in Waukene, and they do like a 7 course meal there once a year. That's supposed to be phenomenal.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I mean, it's a nice thing. They have like a banquet hall, and then they have like the tasting vineyard, and then an outdoor section. It's way nicer than you would think. I would say. So it's on par with any of the places we went in Napa. So, but yeah, so you should maybe next time we're all there, we can go out there. It's kind of fun. It's the problem with wineries in general is that you have 3 glasses of wine, or you do a series of flights, right?
Uh huh.
And then all of a sudden they're like, well, I like that one. And they're like, whoa, would you like to buy a case of it? And you're like, sure, why not? And then you're like,
Genius.
then you get
Genius.
home and you're
Genius.
like,
Yeah.
oops. So
What did I buy? Yeah.
what did I buy? But anyway, yeah, Beth bought half a case when we were there. They
That's what
were
happened to us when we went to Tuscany, and they laid out, it was us and like a bunch of other tourists in this beautiful room. And we had charcuterie boards like you wouldn't believe, and just, and I can't even imagine how many tasters of wine. But everybody after that bought at least like a case to send back to the States,
yeah, yeah.
which is not fucking cheap.
No.
Oh
Like,
God, no.
Jonas was like, "Oh my god, I spent $400 on wine."
Well, look, we
And olive oil.
when we were well, I can see that. Yeah, when we were in when we went to Napa, well, just sort of Sonoma. I think we weren't in Napa proper, but we went out there for like a week, and then we did 2 days back to back of just going to 4 different wineries each day. So it was like
Yeah.
a booze cruise, and
Yeah.
then we ended up with 2 subscriptions of wine that were sent to our house
Oh
quarterly.
shit.
Yeah, and so it was good wine. Don't get me wrong,
I
but
bet.
but it was like like what the fuck were it was like the equivalent of buying a timeshare. Like, oh, this is really nice. I could come here every year. And you're like, no. And I was like, just be careful. But yeah, no, and we had to have it shipped too. Obviously, like so. I
Uh-huh.
don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay,
say if you're gonna spend the money to like on like wine or something, like that's the way I would want to spend it, right? Like that's like, I mean, yeah, it's expensive. It's like 40 or 50 bucks a bottle, but like at the same time, it's like, I don't know, like you were there, like that to me more, it means way more than like, it just being expensive or
yeah,
whatever.
just going
Yeah,
to the
it's
store. I
worth
mean,
it.
our favorite
Yeah.
place
Right,
was
yeah.
our favorite place was this place called J. Rickards, and their little quote was "darn fine barn wine." And what they had done was they had grafted some old vine to older vine, and this guy and his all of his wines were like under $30 a bottle, and they were excellent across the board, like
Ooh, yeah.
across the board.
Yeah.
So that was the one we kept going the longest, but eventually that all stopped. But so anyway, yeah, but and
They had a great opportunity to call that Frankenvine, but they didn't. So I'm a little disappointed.
Oh.
we're
Sorry,
but
sorry.
bump. But but
Wow. Yeah, no,
Oh.
no, no, no. That's really
delayed rim
idiots.
shot.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
There was a weird,
Even
well,
it,
I took a moment to look at my Slack messages, and then I was like distracted for a moment. I
I,
apologize.
I will. I
for
will.
sure. Because otherwise,
I will.
otherwise pure hilarious. But
This guy Jay Rickers, by the way, this darn fine barn wine guy, like half of his tour was that he had set up everything there on solar power. So half of the presentation was how he put these solar panels up and how he had this
that's
like
awesome. I
it
love that
was it
shit.
was really
That's
cool.
Yeah,
actually pretty interesting.
And so
yeah.
like it was like this extra layer of stuff, and I was just like, this guy's actually pretty awesome,
Yeah.
like so yeah, it was kind of cool. Yeah.
You can
But
like listen to like a passionate person talk about something they're passionate about. Like, and almost always it's pretty damn interesting. At least I
true.
find. Like, it doesn't even matter
Yeah.
what it is. It's like if they're like, "Oh, this is the coolest thing ever." Like, usually, at least for a while, you can hang in there and be like, "Yeah, this is
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll hook you for a minute.
Yeah.
I
yeah."
would say with, yeah, most things, maybe not engineering so much, but
That's
other things.
well, yeah,
That might
yeah.
be.
You can't.
Software
Yeah,
engineering, I should say,
that's
specify.
that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. So, select things, maybe
Select
thirty
things.
Yes.
percent. All right, very
Yes.
good.
Um,
um,
damn, I feel like Shiloh Winery should endorse our podcast now.
I think so.
I can talk to
Maybe.
them about it. I mean, they're friends of
Guys,
my
do it.
parents. So,
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
well, yeah,
All
they're from
right.
Waukene, like so they're like they just did this thing. So
We can like make up free commercials for them, like take a commercial break and just fucking
if you like to get
make up some
blitzed
ads.
out in the middle of nowhere, try Shallow Wines. It's great. Like probably needs a little work, but
I like this. We haven't even been talking for 15 minutes yet. We got a viral video coming out. We got like we just like came up with our whole marketing plan for the next 5 years. Yeah.
I'm in that mode right now. So maybe
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
Obviously, you
you
are.
are. You
Yeah,
are definitely in the
you are.
entrepreneurial mindset.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's
It's
the
good.
shirt. It's the how could you not be with that shirt on? Like it's
Show
basically
everyone your
automatic.
shirt,
I,
Tice.
Oh
I had
yes.
to I had to go to the bank, and I'll talk about this in a minute. But I wore this shirt to the bank.
Describe it for the listeners who don't watch YouTube
What
but
does it
should.
say? Because I can't read it. It's backwards.
I'm Bob Executive. Which way is business?
Yes, there you go. Yeah, which is a throwaway line from an old riff track short, but it was so funny that I was like, "I'll buy that shirt." I've never worn it actually. Today's the first day I've ever worn it.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, I've
Nice.
had it for
It
20
does look
years.
I'm
brand
looking
new.
forward. Like that's so like obscure. Like that would like be a magical moment if you ran into someone on the street and it was like,
Who knew it? Yeah,
hey, yeah.
I wore
Yeah.
"It's a Shame About Ray" Lemonhead's shirt to a
Oh,
movie.
I think you
Yeah,
told us about that.
yeah,
Yeah, and somebody like, yeah,
yeah. Yeah, so
yeah.
like you just never know. I don't know. It's like like I also wore a Shakespeare shirt that was making fun of a Simpsons joke about Shakespeare, and we were at a live performance in North Carolina, and it was about it doesn't matter. It was about Roanoke, but anyway, I ran this guy in the bathroom. He's like, "Oh my god, where did you get that shirt? That is the funniest line from The Simpsons I've ever heard." And then he starts spouting Simpsons lines, and I was just like, "Okay, I know most of these. I don't want
See, that's
to."
also the risk you take.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, yeah,
yeah.
that's a flip side.
He's like, "Where can I find that shirt?" I'm like, "Internet." I don't even know. Like, it's like
Either.
Internet.
T
Give it a
Public,
Google.
T
Yeah.
Public, maybe. I don't know.
Come
Uh,
up with like an elaborate story of like some small location in a small Texas town about
yeah,
something.
exactly. Some
Say him
Etsy,
on his nerdly way. Yeah.
it's like an Etsy, seller, as a, does craft shirts, like only one at a time. But anyway, I got a banger shirt for next week. I'm excited to use it. Bree
Oh,
gave
I'm
it to me.
excited to see it.
I love it. Yeah, excited. What have you guys been up to? I'll talk about my stupid business stuff in a minute. Have you
Smith,
been?
what have you been doing?
Don't have a lot. It was just kind of a normal. We went back and did a common last week. Have a good time. Weather's just it's nice again, so that's cool. Although it's like freaking gonna be like freezing tomorrow, but so there's
Right.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Ugh.
gonna be like a 47-degree temperature differential between. Yeah, yeah,
It
it's
is.
just like the new normal.
Yeah,
So bizarre,
it's
man.
also March. I mean, you kind of gonna have to expect a little bit of this. It's supposed
Oh
to
yeah,
rain.
no, it's not like it's yeah, but it's like we broke a temperature record today, and yeah, it's gonna be like in the 40s tomorrow, and we're not, and it's raining, so we're not sure what we're big thing. So we'll report back on this if we podcast next week. We're babysitting our
Mm.
friends Sam and Leo. They're 7 and 11, and so we've got them Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Oh my.
So
Oh, okay.
their father is going to he works for the Indianapolis Colts, and so he's going to the owners meeting. And
Oh.
so, yeah, which they
Oh,
always like where
fun.
all the NFL coach. Yeah, I'm sure it's a terrible time. Um, and
That poor guy.
luckily, but no, and so he and his wife are going, and so we're watching the kids. So I'm not sure if we're going to go down the cabin with them or we are going to. I love babysitting these kids because they any excuse to do what they want to do is very likely what I also feel like doing
Yeah.
on a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we are going to go do shit like go to the arcade and maybe do go karts or something. Or so anyway, I'm looking forward to it.
Hell
It's a lot
yeah.
of fun.
That sounds
Uh,
fun.
yeah, it will be fun. So, but yeah, no, we're just I don't know. March is wrapping up, and
Yeah.
I know.
Bas-
Wild.
Basketball's
it is
back
wild. It is
today.
wild.
How about you, Doss? I know you've been busy with work.
Yeah, work's been nuts. Not gonna go there into that. But yeah, my parents came up this past weekend from Hayes, my dad and my stepmom. And so there was a lot of drinking, there was a lot of cooking, there was a lot of eating. We kind of took Friday to go like show them some sights around Louisville, which we live in Lafayette. Louisville is one of the L towns around us that we hang out at a lot. So it was fun. We took them to this bar called the Jasmine Bar, which is like a really nice cocktail bar. Sat outside because the weather's been beautiful here too. We went to Boulder on Saturday. The weather is great then. Went record shopping. Actually, Tyson, this is an early plug, but there is this record store in Boulder on Pearl Street called Paradise Records, and it is fucking great. I thought of you the whole time. I was like, I might actually get you a T-shirt from there. I think
Okay.
next that's going to be like our new go-to for records because they had such an eclectic mix of like new arrival stuff that I didn't even know they had put on vinyl to like old stuff that was a little pricey, like $15. Like,
Yeah,
you know how it is. Like a thrift
good
store.
shape.
Yeah, like I like going and getting like a $3 record that nobody's heard of, but like you love and you've loved for years.
Yeah.
And there's one that's closer to us in Louisville called Little Horse, but this record store is really cool too. So anyway, we spent some time there and dropped some coin there to the point where like if you blow $100, you get to spin the wheel and then you get like some stupid free shit. So Jonas got like a book bag and I got a free album, and so we ended up getting like a Willie Nelson record that we didn't have. So it was fun. It was actually a really fun weekend. It was just action packed. So um, yeah, just trying to still decompress from that.
Parent weekends are not intense, but they're full. You know,
They're full because
yeah.
they're trying to like
You're trying to get everything in.
everything in the
Yeah.
course of 48 hours, and it's just like there's not enough time.
Yeah.
So but it was fun. We played cards and drank way too much. I mean, we're trying not to drink that much anymore, but man, Western Kansas people, mad respect, y'all can drink your asses off. I always forget that until I'm in it and I'm like, holy shit, giddy up. We're going there. So
Giddy up.
yeah. But that's what I've been up to. Tice, what have you been doing?
And mostly just business stuff, like just I went to the bank today, got that set up. Went to the bank the other day, and so this is kind of a stupid story, but I'm going to tell it anyway. So there's a flaw in the web on the IRS website. If you're trying to get your EIN number, which is your tax number, it's an
Mm-hmm.
individualized. You have to have that number to open an account basically and do business. Well, you can apply online. It takes like 20 minutes. Piece of cake, whatever. They give you a document. You download it. Did that. Took that document into the bank. The bank's like, well, this is not the right thing. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, you see this right here? Like here, there's an embedded link in the document that you click on. When you click on that, that actually gives you the actual letter that you need to open your thing. But
Oh,
as it turns out, if you don't click on it the same day, it won't generate a letter. So I clicked on it the next day and it just said, operation not working. So I did some research, found out that that's a known flaw. And so you have to call the IRS because you can't
oh,
resubmit it because you already have an EIN number. And if you get a second
Mm.
EIN number, you're really fucked because that's a way more ridiculous process. So
yeah.
I called the IRS yesterday. I was only on hold for about 20 minutes, which was
It's
amazing.
not bad. That's
I've
yeah.
I've been on with the IRS a couple times. We've had some issues, and I've been on hold the longest 2.5 hours. So this was like pretty good. I
Yeah.
was talking to the guy for like 30 minutes. He finally was able to resolve the issue. But it was just like, what the fuck? And so, so anyway, we got that sorted and then got our insurance sorted. So now we're insured. And now the next step is to print business cards and like flyers and stuff. And yeah, so it's just like every day I had to update the website yesterday, create some mask emails, which is very boring, but we have info at nextnestkc.com. And then something I thought was more friendly. It says hello at nextnestkc.com instead of something else. Support. I don't know. Anyway,
It's
so
nice.
that's been so Sally and I had lunch today. She signed a bunch of documents for me. We had an operational agreement and all this stuff. And yeah, we have our first client lined up, and
When does that start? Like, have you already started conversations to it, or should you say
well,
yes
no,
until
no,
you get
it's
all the
no, no.
other stuff
It's
lined up?
Sally's. It's a friend of Sally's and mine. To be fair, I've known her for years. And she, one of those situations where her mom died. She got all the stuff, the keepsakes from her mom. Then her grandmother died. She got all the keepsakes from her grandmother. Then her dad downsized and put everything that he had room for, with her. So apparently, she
Oof.
has a basement full of just junk. So we're being hired to declutter and sort of help her decide what to keep and what not to keep.
Yeah.
And that'll lead into some photo scanning, so we'll be able to do some stuff like that. But it's just like she actually made this joke, which was pretty funny. She said, "You can't discriminate. You have to work with me. You can't discriminate with me just because I'm not old." which is fair. You know, like,
Yeah, you did say that.
yeah. So anyway, so we're gonna schedule that, and then Sally and I are going back home next Monday, I believe, to to keep working on mom and dad's house. So it's just kind of going on and on. But yeah, so it's going okay. I've designed the all the print media, and so I just need to go and price it out tomorrow and get it going. So it's
It's
moving
fun.
along really fast, but good. And
Good.
yeah, it's not bad. We got a
Are
Facebook
you
page.
feeling excited or are you
I'm
like, is it a mixed bag of emotions?
I'm excited. It's been a long time since I worked for myself. Because I've never actually worked for myself. So it's been a very long time. It's been 50 years. Uh, I don't know. I might have had a small business in the womb. I don't know. I don't remember. I might have had one when I was two. I don't recall.
Wheeling and
Tyson,
dealing,
Tyson, if
a
I
sense of
remember
action.
correctly, you earned yourself a black and white television by going door to door
That is
selling.
true.
So you
That is true.
were a self-made man
That's
far
true.
before now. So let's
Yeah.
not be modest.
We were at the bank and
Oh,
Sally was like, they were like, well, who's the main thing? And Sally's like, Tyson. And I'm like, you know, like the main, like sort of like, who's the point person on when we talk about changing things on the accounts at the thing and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, Sally, she's like, I was like, Sally, you keep putting me in charge of all this stuff. She's like, well, with wisdom comes age or something like that. And I was like, all I'm hearing is that you're going to take over the manual part of it. And she's like, no, no, no. And I'm like, yes, no, no. It sounds to me like you will be the manual labor now because you're putting me in charge of all the stuff. And obviously that's not going to happen, but it was kind of funny. And so, yeah, so it was, so we got a lot done this week. So it was good.
yeah, it
Uh,
sounds like it.
yeah, and we have insurance now that if we break something, it's covered up to $20,000. I cannot imagine a situation. Did I talk about this last week?
Yeah, a little
Okay,
bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was like, "Can you change to $1,000?" And they're like, "Well, the difference is $1.25 a month." I'm like, "Nah, fuck it, forget it." It's like just maybe they'll have some.
20K it is.
I was
Yeah.
like, maybe they'll have something they don't realize is very expensive, but their family does, and then we're like, fucked.
Well,
You
I
know,
was gonna say, Tice, like your antiques roadshow knowledge can come into play with some of that stuff. That's like a half joke too. Like I'm being more serious than anything else. Like
it
I
already
feel like you've got an eye for it.
I do, and it already has, with my parents' stuff, and so it'll be a thing. But I can also kind of parlay this into the photo scanning thing, and I'm working on Matt's
Mhm.
parents' stuff right now. So I mean, like, so I can. There's a lot of different things you can do. But yeah, so we're gonna get some stuff printed this week, next week, and then we go out to. We've got so far we have 6 people that we've set up. We're going to set up meetings to go talk to about referrals,
Nice.
and so
Damn.
it's
How
it's
many clients do you think you can handle at once? Like, have you guys gotten to that point yet? Or do
so
you even want to talk about it on?
well, it's fine. So to make the amount of money that we want to make, ideally, we need to have 13 jobs a month, which is too much for 2 people.
Okay.
All right.
It's a
So,
lot. You're gonna have to hire some people,
well,
maybe.
luckily, I'm married to the best hiring person in the world, so she will do all that for us.
Okay.
And so, and we'll pay pretty good, something around like $30 an hour. So
Okay.
we'll get good people. So but there'll be a tipping point, maybe soon, maybe later. I don't know where. It's just like, all right, we have too many jobs and we don't have enough people, and
Right.
so because it's all word of mouth and referrals and blah blah blah, and the people that we're talking to are people like people that specialize in elder realty, people that specialize in elderly insurance, and of course the assistant living places. So, but we did get our accreditation this week. I got that this week. So, so we are part of the national whatever. It's the national group. So it's moving really fast, and I really am not doing anything else but that. But then feeding the dogs and emptying the dishwasher and all that kind of stuff. But it's moving pretty fast. And at first I thought it's a little overwhelming, but it's. I mean, we've got everything set up, so we've covered everything. All we have to do now is do marketing materials and outreach, and so yeah,
What's the professional organization like
it's
called
the
or
National Association of Senior Move Management
oh,
Managers,
okay.
and
This is like a whole industry I did not know was a thing.
Well,
So
it's really small because the thing is the way it works is that there's more old people than business people that can help those old people. And what happens is they're selling their houses, they're moving into a smaller place. So they've got a lot of money to spend and they are paralyzed by the fear of trying to pack up what they have and all the stuff that they have accumulated in 50 years. And they don't know
right,
how to donate it. They don't know how to throw it away because it might be worth something. They don't know if they want to capture it, digitally or, and all this stuff. And so yeah, it's a real niche market, but we just figured it out from working with mom and dad. And there's only 4 people officially that do this in the Kansas City area.
wow.
So
I also see it like it's also to me it would seem like it's also like kind of like hiring a personal trainer. It's that like, well, shit, if I'm paying the money, this person's gonna make me do this. So it's almost
Yeah.
like
it's
there's
exactly
almost
that.
that aspect of it.
It's exactly that because you can be like, look, lady, like you don't need 57 figurines of Donald Duck, like pick your favorite two, and then if your kids don't want them, you can sell. We'll help you sell them on eBay, or we'll do like a home auction or whatever. So there's just all kinds of ways that you can make money doing this stuff. You can stage houses, you can do, for realtors, you can. I mean, there's just so much stuff that's involved in downsizing, decluttering, packing, and we don't
Sure.
actually do the movement, but
Right.
we can set up the house so it's move in friendly and kind of stuff like that. And we charge hourly, so if they feel like they've reached the point where they want us to stop, they can just be like, okay, that's it, we're good. So it's not like a like so anyway, it's an interesting business model, and there's definitely a need for it. There's 85 million baby boomers that are looking in the United States looking to downsize right now. So we've even talked about a time when it comes to maybe like franchising to Hayes because it's too far for us to go out because if because mom and dad's friends have already sort of asked about interest in maybe us helping them, you know,
Uh-huh.
and it's like so it's my biggest worry, honestly, guys, is that we'll get too many clients too fast, and we won't want to say no, but we'll have to be realistically. Now that is weird, and that's probably not true, but that is my biggest concern. I would be happy if we slowly ramped up instead of being like,
Sure.
holy shit, what are we going to do with all this business? So and then you got my sister and myself, who are fairly friendly people and old people like us because I don't know why, but so there's you have to go in, you build trust, you go in, and you do an hour and a half assessment of the house, and they're like, I need to do this, and this we're moving, blah blah, and then you put together a plan, and it's and then you present it to them and contract and all that stuff, and so it's I don't know, it seems like a good idea. It seems like a good idea. And I can't, and of course, my whole brain just keeps going back to that idea that, like 60% of all small businesses fail in the first 3 years. Like, they just do, like, and then
Yeah.
like after
Yeah.
that, only 20% of the 40% that survive are profitable. So it's this whole thing, it's like, it's a big gamble, but I'm convinced that AI, at least as it stands right now, is pushed me out of the market for what I used to do. And I might be able to pick up a couple little like projects here and there, but I don't think I'll be hired full time. With all the layoffs and all the stuff. I mean, they're going to figure out that AI can't manage people pretty soon,
Yes.
but there may be a moment where it may take years for them to figure that out. So anyway, this is my big pivot. This is my lifestyle pivot. It kind of matches up with my tarot reading big pivot in this year. So
It
It
does.
does.
yeah,
I love that you brought that up.
so so anyway, yeah. So it's been fun.
The
It's been fun.
cards were right. Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what I've been working on. That and just trying to keep the house clean from those dusty, dusty dogs that I live with. So
I like listening to Beth yell at queso in the background. That was fun earlier.
oh yeah, 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 yeah. Well,
Oh,
Excellent.
it's good
again, I
stuff.
heard this today. I hear this a lot. It really bothers Beth. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother Queso, but she says, "Mr. B, will you please leave Queso's penis alone?" Uh, and he has, and I'm going to use what the vet told me. He said he has some schmegma in his penis, and that's attracting the other dog. The dog is smelling it, and they're like, "What do you mean?"
Oh
I
God.
know, right? I'm like, I don't know, But
Damn it,
again,
Bet. Why
I
did
would.
you have to use that terminology?
I was like, it's Smegma word. Apparently, it is medical, or like I don't know.
You know that I only know that definition through Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah, well, that's fair. I mean, I don't know if you typed it into WebMD, it would show up. It would show up in Urban Dictionary for sure, but
Oh yeah.
but I
Oh
don't
yeah.
know. I don't know about
We're in
WebMD.
a dirty, dirty card game. So that's fine.
Mm.
Should we get into some headlines?
Yes, please.
Okay. Headline of the week.
Uh,
What
okay,
do you have, Tice?
I got some kind of silly, cool ones, and then some kind of sad ones. Sad, it gets sadder towards the end. This is
Oh
from
no.
KSN 3, which I
Okay.
believe is a great Wichita, I think. So the Kansas State Fair receives $99,000 grant to preserve Ye Old Mill. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Ye Old Mill.
I don't. Smith, do you?
I do not know, but I'm intrigued.
There is a ride at the Kansas State Fair, which is basically like a haunted house. It's like a boat ride, and then you go through, and then people jump out and scare you. And I used to be very cool in high school. I was in the marching band, and I went, and we would go down there and march 4 years, and every year that was the highlight to go on this little boat ride. The people, it's like black lights, but it's this really old, like basically carnival ride. It's the only carnival ride they
Uh-huh.
still have. So it's
No,
cool. It's cool that they.
no, wait. You said the Kansas State Fair? Are there's like permanent fixtures at the Kansas State
Yeah,
Fair?
yeah, it's in
I
Dog.
did not know that. I've never been, so I didn't know that.
Here's a little
You've
bit.
never been to the Kansas State Fair?
No, I somehow it just never
Shut
happened.
the
No,
front door. Okay,
I,
we gotta go. Jabberjaw
I
investigates.
never needed to
Tice,
see
you've been?
Smash Mouth that badly. No, like,
Okay,
Okay.
so
That,
here's
all right, we'll
sorry,
go.
my
All right.
mind. Yes, all right.
well here's the description of it. So Ye Old Mill, originally built in 1915, is a
Oh
dark
wow.
water boat ride featuring skeletons, ghosts, and other scary sights. It's one of the only three remaining old mill style attractions left in the United States, and
Wow.
it is fun and relatively scary. As a teenager who was hardened by that kind of stuff, it still was pretty scary.
I
So
I bet it was.
yeah,
I
because
don't remember this from band trips at all.
yeah, it's a hoot, man. I mean, that's the only thing I really remember. That, and I did a handwriting analysis at one thing, and that was kind of fun. But other than that, I mean, that was the thing we did every time. And so I
No
was
butter sculptures. That was more my thing.
no, I don't remember that. It was mostly like you've been there. It's like thousands of acres, what appears to be thousands of acres of different kinds of farm equipment,
Uh huh.
and then like churros and whatnot. But yeah, Ye Old Mill is this cool thing, and I'm glad they're going to preserve it because it is a lot of fun, and you could tell that the people working in there was awful. It's pitch black dark. Like I mean, and the only light they have in there is like black lights, and everybody's got like neon stuff. It's pretty
Uh
cool.
huh.
Where is it? In Topeka? Where are the fairgrounds at?
It's in Dodge, I think.
No, it's not in Dodge. It's in Hutchinson.
Oh, Hutchinson.
Hutchinson.
Typically, yeah,
Right.
That's
yeah.
right.
Hutchinson.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 But yeah.
Cosmosphere. Yes.
And so the other big thing at the Kansas State Fair, real quick, sorry, Tice,
Oh, is that?
that was a huge draw to at least my aunt and uncle and some of my other family members, was getting the chance to meet Merrill Teller.
Oh yeah, yeah. He was there. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Heck
Yeah.
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 Wichita affiliate. Yes. Cake. Was he on Cake? Yeah. Yeah.
Merrill, if nobody knows, Merrill Teller was the equivalent of Ronald McDonald
He
as far as
really
being
was. He
like
was
popular
big shit.
and
Yeah.
known.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he was western half state. Well, basically the whole state outside of Wichita, or sorry, outside of Kansas City. He was the Willard Scott. You know.
He was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I met him. I remember. I didn't take a picture with him or anything, but I remember seeing him.
Is he
Anyway.
still working?
No,
No, he retired.
Okay.
he's
I
probably,
just looked it up real quick. There's some guy named Mike Smith. A Smith. Smith.
Fuck that guy.
stop infringing.
Merrill Teller back. It was like Merrill Teller and then like Susan something with like the black hair. I always remember that it was also like
Oh,
the
yeah.
news anchor.
She
Susan.
also did a lot of interviews for BTK. Did you guys see her in
That's
any?
yes,
What
that's
is?
right. Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. In a lot of the documentaries, she was because she
Uh
was the
huh.
Wichita affiliate. Yeah, I did meet her because when I think it was in
Oh
Boy Scouts, we
shit.
did like a yeah, we did like a tour of the TV station, and like
That's
she was there, and
badass.
so we got to like it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
Uh,
man, I love our
but
little
yeah, Merrill
Kansas
Teller. That was a he was the
ranch.
guy.
he was the guy.
He
Yeah,
was. He was the man. He was like the go-to, like you were saying, like before the Weather Channel. You know how our parents are like, "Oh, I saw on the Weather Channel." He was the guy.
yeah, he was.
Merrill told
Oh
us.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
right. Which is, I mean, think
wow.
about it, like there was no cable news, or like not really. Like, I
Not
mean,
really.
when we
Not
so
back in the
like
day.
I
so
mean,
like
he
that's like you're getting news. It was from yeah, like
well,
one of
Yeah.
three people.
and then, yeah, and like like what was it? And I don't know when they closed. I kind of was aware of it because Dave Moody was the anchor person for the
Yeah,
Ace,
yeah,
Oh
Ace
shit. Yeah.
yeah.
and he was our neighbor. He was my grandparents' neighbor. So every once in a while we'd drive by and he'd be out there with like shorts and a hose, like just watering his yard. And I was like, that's weird, but like, and I don't know how long that lasted. I know my friend Ingrid Olsen did a little tiny news segment locally for a little while on one of the little.
It was the same one. It was her. It was Moody's job
Was it
position.
Moody's position?
It was that same kind of anchor position. Yeah, I think she did it from like probably like 97 to 98, 99 that time frame.
Yeah.
No, I think it would have been more like 99, 2000.
No, no,
I think
she was doing it when I met her, which was in '96.
oh
So,
wow, okay, so it was longer than
but
that. Oh, wow.
she was in high school at the time.
I was gonna say, yeah, she must have done it right out of high school. So yeah, no, but yeah, Dave Moody I was friends with his son. Not good enough friends with him to remember his name,
But his dad's name.
but I remember his dad because I thought it was pretty. I will tell you a fun fact about his son is I thought this was the weirdest thing as a kid, but like he and his sister shared a bedroom, and their
Oh,
mother let them. Well, like you were younger, like you were
yeah,
little. They
yeah,
were like in high
Oh,
school, but
I
yeah,
did that with my brother too.
yeah.
So
But like their
yeah.
mom, like, and this is
yeah.
like, I remember like this appalling me as a child, which probably makes a lot of sense. You think, but like they were allowed to like just like write and color like whatever they wanted to on their walls. Like they just because their mom was like, I'm not going to worry about it, so I'm just going to let them do. And I was not ready for such like anarchy. Like when I was like 8 or 9 years old, I was like, you can't do this.
This is
I was right.
chaos.
That was right. Yeah. So anyway, I have not thought about that probably since it happened, but I remember that distinctly. That like, yeah, not great artist in the Moody family.
No,
Uh,
no, man. You know,
Wonder
and
what they're up
Laura,
to
like
now.
Laura Moody. I remember Laura was his older sister. So yeah, Dave Moody, man,
I know that's a
Wow.
deep cut.
That's
deep
a name I
cuts.
haven't thought of.
Hayes
Yeah,
deep
in a
cuts. I
minute.
know. Yeah,
Oh,
I don't really
Yeah.
remember like the newscast at all, but man,
I
I'd love to
do
see
because I
like
remember it was videotaped on that old style, like soap opera style camera. Like so
Oh
it
yeah.
looked real bad, but and their set was really janky,
Oh, terrible. Yeah.
but
I
but it
can't
was
remember if yeah, I can't remember if it was him or not, but I know that I got interviewed by the news when I was in like this sixth or seventh grade because I made a water conservation video, and like I won like $50 and a chance to
Oh
get
my
interviewed by like, and
God.
so somewhere that's a tape that I need to find. But I
you
wonder if
Does
my
do.
your
friend.
mom listen to the show, Smith? I'm about to make a plea to her right now.
Yeah, no, but
Please
I can
find that
encourage her to.
video,
Oh,
Ray.
actually, so weirdly enough, it may very
It
well be
might
in
be in
Tyson's
here.
possession right
Oh
I
now.
my
haven't
God,
seen it.
yes.
I haven't
If
seen it.
you find it, we have to show
Oh
the clip.
yeah,
Yeah.
Put
yeah.
it on
I,
YouTube. Sorry, Smith. I know it's of you.
no, no, no,
I
no.
asked
But
your
yeah, that was
permission, but
it's a good video. It's a good video. I
that
did a
sounds
lot of work. Yeah,
adorable.
yeah. On yeah, but
Oh,
yeah. Anyway, Dave Moody. Uh,
Dave Moody.
I was on TV once for the local CBS. It was a CBS station in Kansas or in Hayes, right?
Uh-huh.
And I
yeah, that's
don't know
right.
why, but we knew somebody named Sarah for Bridges who worked at this car dealership, and they were giving away a prize or whatever. And the prize was basically concert tickets. That was the big prize. And what they had a fishbowl, and you were supposed to use chopsticks to pull out a ping pong ball, and then based on the number, you would win something.
I remember seeing this
Uh-huh.
game. I
Yeah, I
remember this
remember
game.
this
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
So I was there after we went over after school. I was there at like 5 o'clock, and they're like, "Do you want to be the because I was a young cute fat kid. They're like, yeah, TV friendly. And so like, I just remember they're like, they're, I was they before we went on camera for me to do the thing. It was the last one of the day. Somebody came over and said, "See that yellow one? Get that yellow one." And I was like, "Okay." And I got it, and that was the big winner. So we got like
Oh, nice.
Linda Rods because they were like, "Well, we can't, not give the prize away on camera. It ruins the whole thing. But let's get a child who has no moral or ethics codes whatsoever to do the big win."
So
So
it's like your own little $64,000 question. Like
it
yeah,
was,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it was
Your
quiz.
part.
It was part of my own quiz show. Yeah, it was great. Good movie, by the way. Okay,
Excellent film. Excellent
yeah.
film.
Yeah. God, I haven't seen that in a minute.
This is from Variety. I'm gonna find that clip. I'm sure it's in here somewhere.
Oh,
Okay, so
please.
this is from Variety. Labubu movie set at Sony with Dear Evan Hansen screenwriter Stephen Levinson to join Paddington director Paul King. So just so we're all clear, they're making a Labubu movie.
I don't Labubu.
Labubu, are you familiar with this?
I don't think so.
Okay,
Tell the people what Labubu is.
so
I think I know what it is.
Labubu is this little tiny like toy, and it's got like little fangs, and basically it became very popular with the influencers. It's called a blind box item. So you buy a box, and then you get a Labubu out of it. You don't know which one. So it's kind of like the
Hmm.
Smurfs
Uh,
back in our day, except you
oh
could pick out
yeah.
which Smurfs you wanted. Well, this you just buy a box, and you don't know which one you're gonna get. And some of them are
Okay.
extremely rare. And so basically, okay, let's see.
It's like gambling for children
It is
It
essentially,
is a little bit like
and
that.
adults. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah. So the toys are available in a blind box format, meaning the exact character one is buying is a mystery until open to packaging. A packaging strategy that has contributed to the product's mystique and often upcharged secondary market. So basically, they've turned this thing into this whole thing. But it's just another toy. It's just the Labubus are not attractive, really, as far as like cuddly kind or anything like that. But it's a big deal, and I believe somebody paid like $500,000 for a Labubu.
Holy
Specific,
shit.
yeah. So it's kind of a thing. But anyway, there's gonna be a movie about it, so who fucking knows? I hope it does. I hope it does better than the Emoji movie. We'll see, but I doubt that it
Oh,
will.
good. Probably not.
This
Oh
is
wow.
this is from Futurism. Robot goes berserk in California restaurant, dragged away by staff
Oh, I
after
saw
smashing
that.
tableware.
Yeah.
This is how the Terminator timeline actually begins. Not with a bang, but with a boogie. Uh, anyway, if you haven't seen this, just type in "Robot goes berserk in California restaurant" and you'll find it, and it is literally hilarious. So, way to go,
Well, as long
weirdness.
as it's hilarious and not terrifying, I'm okay with it. But as
Yeah,
long as
yeah.
it continues to be hilarious, you
Yeah,
know.
it's funny to watch these people try to calm this robot down. Like you could
Oh,
calm down a
yeah.
robot, like that's even an option,
Yeah.
so so yeah,
That
so
girl who's like frantically on the app, like trying to figure it out.
yeah.
Poor thing. With a smile on her face, like, oh shit, oh shit. Yeah. It's great.
I found this article. I only clicked on it. I'm not going to get into it. I just think it's weird. It's from a publication called Gathered.
Hmm.
Period. Gathered. Period. Full stop. Weird signs that you're more attractive than you think. It's hard to judge your own appeal. Here are some telltale signs that you're hot stuff. I didn't read it. I just took I just grabbed it 'cause I thought the headline was really funny. Uh,
Sure that
Well
wasn't like a
done.
nine, like an episode, like an issue of Sassy
yeah,
that you
that's what it
Ooh.
felt like. I was like, are your
yeah.
are your bangs crunchy enough to bring the boys
Right.
to the yard or whatever?
Yes.
I'm moving a lot. I'm
Ooh.
using a lot of different eras of
So
things. But
you
anyway, this is for Popular Mechanics. A 50-year-old. This is this is specifically for Dawson. This is Popular Mechanics. The 50-year-old phantom radio signal that has utterly stumped scientists until now. So there's something called the wow signal. Are you familiar with this, Dawson?
No, I'm not. Wait,
Okay.
actually, I might be. Go on.
So they collected this signal in 1977, and they couldn't identify it. And it's called
Yes.
the wow signal because it was picked up by one of those SETI like looking, those giant telescopes. It doesn't exist anymore. It collapsed. But anyway, so what they've figured out is source the iconic wow signal, and it was named wow because whoever noticed it just wrote wow next to it with an exclamation point, and that's how it got its name.
Works for me.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't bury the lead. It's good. So the source of the iconic wow signal has been a mystery to science for nearly 50 years. People thought it was probably aliens trying to communicate with us. Didn't know, weren't sure. A group of researchers has been studying signals captured by the Arecibo telescope in order to finally uncover what may have caused the famous signal. It turns out that the answer may have been fairly simple all along, but we simply didn't have the tech to find it until now. And basically, what they figured out was it's a naturally occurring hydrogen emission flare. But they didn't know.
Boring.
Yeah, it's boring.
Boring.
I know, yeah. So it's not. But I've seen that.
So,
I've seen that mentioned. That has been a
No.
that has been a staple of many ancient aliens and all kinds of bullshit shows like those. That I actually watch, so I can't say anything bad about it. But anyway, so yeah, so it's nothing. It's hydrogen, unless the hydrogen is hyper intelligent, which maybe could be. I don't know. We'll find out.
possibly.
Freaking science.
I love it,
All right.
man.
I do
Uh,
too.
uh,
Bums me out a little bit though. I still
this
believe in aliens.
that's fine. I believe in aliens too. I just don't think they've visited us here. But
You don't think they're walking around? You don't think there's like hybrids going on?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so.
There's a guy.
I was
There's a
trying to.
guy on Jeopardy. His name's Jamie, and he's won close to $300,000 now. I think he might be a hybrid.
Hmm.
No?
Just saying. I don't know if you
What's your
guys
name?
have watched.
Jamie?
Yeah, his name's Jamie.
Is this a
Sounds
Bulgari?
kind of like a
He
name of a
literally
hybrid.
he does this thing where like he will check out, like just blank face, and then Ken's like Jamie, and then he like clicks right back in. It's weird.
Like
Anyway,
is it like
I
it's like a Bulgogi thing,
like like a what?
Bulgogi or
Belogi?
Bulgogi.
Korean?
No, 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 no. That movie with Emma Thomas and not Emma Thomas. Sorry, Emma.
Watson?
Yeah, no, the other Emma. The redhead.
Emma.
Stone?
Emma Stone. Emma Stone. It was nominated for an Oscar this year. I thought.
Bulgonia.
Bulgonia.
Oh,
there.
Bologna.
Begonia.
Sorry. Yeah.
Bologna. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway,
Got a little
could be one of those
Italian
things, maybe.
thing going on there.
Anyway,
Who
so
knows?
there might be. I don't know. Weirder things have happened. This is from USA Today. This is my favorite story of the week because I saw this happen live when I was watching TV, and
Uh-huh.
and it just so the headline is Trump compares first strikes on Iran to Japan's attack on Pearl Harbor.
Oh God.
So, did you guys see this?
Fucking
Oh, yeah.
embarrassing. Yes.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable.
Unfortunately.
That poor lady who is so nice to Trump, walks
So
him around,
nice.
so nice to Trump. So Trump basically said he couldn't alert allies to the strikes because he might have lost the element of surprise that allowed the military to knock out much more of Iran's defenses than anticipated. And so what did he do? He's taking the question. He's sitting there next to the president of Japan or whatever she is, whatever they call
Prime
her.
Minister. Is it Prime Minister?
It's not.
Somebody
everyone,
correct
usually.
us. I don't know.
Oh yeah, Prime Minister. You're right.
Yeah.
And then basically he's like, he said, we didn't tell anyone because of one of the surprise. Who knows better about that, about surprise than Japan? Why didn't you tell me about Pearl Harbor? He said, laughing, and her face went fucking.
Her face
cold.
is fucking. He's not fucking funny. Like when he tries to joke, it's always anyway. That's a whole other tangent. Sorry.
They described it as her eyes widened and her smile disappeared as she leaned back and drew her hands as a mention of Pearl Harbor. So I was watching it and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And then I was like, "Of course, why wouldn't it?"
Yeah, no, this is
Anyways,
we're the same.
You should
We're
look
the
it up
same.
if you've not seen it because it is
It
embarrassing.
is, yeah. It is. I mean, he does. It's the crazy thing is like he does this shit so often. We won't remember this in like 2 weeks. Like it's just like
True.
it's just another
That's true.
thing. Like it's just so much, and you're just like, and both sides groan, and like, but like one of them's still really with him,
Yeah,
or
like
at least
100%.
34%. He did take some hits in the polls, which is a positive thing. I think his polling average went down to like 38%, which is great. And
Yeah.
eventually, people are going to be like, why are we kissing this guy's ass when
Well, I
he's going
like
up
I
against
like that
Trump?
he's having
Yeah.
peace discussions with no one, but he keeps insisting that he is. That is so fun. That is so funny.
Yeah.
It's like
His
his
15-point withdrawal plan. Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
he said, well, that's what he say. He's like, well, the first one is no nuclear. He's like, that's the first three, or something like that. And it's just like,
It's the
what
first
the
three.
fuck are you talking about? Like I said, it's just it's amazing. Like because
Yeah.
his reality distortion field is strong. It really
it
works.
is. It
But
is.
this one isn't working because there's
No.
an active
Yeah.
other group of people being like, no, and we are directly involved in what
Yeah,
he's
but
talking
you
about.
know what the problem thing, but like the problem with his reality distortion field is reality fucking caves to him, and it has
Yeah.
forever. Like it really does. Like it just like
Yeah.
reality just
Bends it to his
like
will. Yeah.
does. It does. It's the sycophants in his orbit that like just allow that to happen. But like yeah, so to him, he is the smartest man in the world because it's oh god.
Well, the thing is,
But
though,
it's like you go ahead.
well, not to get too far into it, but I mean, the Iran's not going to like ever stop destroying everything because they're pissed. I mean, you don't piss
Yeah.
off like a regime like that and expect them to be like, "Oh no, it's cool, it's fine, we're fine."
No, no. This is again. I mentioned it last week.
No.
Is like this is they hate us for our freedom. No, they don't hate us for our freedom. They hate us because of this shit. And it's for 25 years later, and we haven't learned a goddamn thing.
Not
And guess
one.
who's in
Not
charge?
one.
Fucking Republicans. Who I mean, like they get us into these fucking wars and have for 80 years now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's just and people don't learn like they are war hawks by nature. Even Trump,
yeah,
who
Yes.
was like, I'm the peace president, who
yeah.
like, in between like, launching drone strikes and saying I'm gonna fucking kill people because it's fun, is lobbying for the Nobel Peace Prize. It's the
No,
world we live in.
he got the FIFA. He should be happy.
He
Um,
should get the FIFA Peace Prize. Which is
Oh.
hysterical. Yeah, but it made him happy. He got to,
I
he got to choo choo.
yeah,
That's Trump. Like,
yeah.
uh,
didn't he just win like this week another award for America First? Like America First for its first award. Did you guys see that?
No,
Please hold. I'm going to find it and I'll talk
that's
about
America
it
first.
during.
Oh,
It's
so
the
they
first
awarded the
America First award
first.
for
that they
America.
presented to Trump. Yes.
That's
For
too
America.
confusing. That's way too confusing.
Yeah,
The
And
America first.
guess who presented it to him? Just guess. Who is like usually right behind him kissing his ass?
JD Vance or Mike
Not
Johnson.
him.
Mike Johnson.
Yay, you got
oh
it.
my
Mike
god! Of
Johnson.
course. Oh god. Wow.
Ugh.
You ever like
It's
seen
so
like a picture
bad.
like Mike Johnson is like if I like look at a picture of that dude in his 20s, like he's like the biggest fucking dork. Like you just like you're like I knew that kid. Like and I know why that kid is like this.
Yeah,
That kid was a fucking dork.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That's Mike Johnson. You can't hide your dorkiness from you and Ted Cruz. You
Yeah,
were part of the same
Oh.
pack of losers.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Steve Miller was probably the same way. He was just mean.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. He was like the goth dork though. He was like
He
because I have
was
to
a good
imagine
dork when he still had hair.
he was in he was
balding at 4.
when he was in high school, he tried to get his janitor deported. I mean, like this is not a cool guy, like he's like
No,
it's
it's
like
fucking. Ugh.
Yeah.
all right. On some different news, which we'll circle back to this if you figure it out. This is from Entertainment Weekly. A little sad news. Chuck Norris, Walker, Texas Ranger stars, an action hero, has died at age 86. Still jacked to the very end of his days. In honor of Chuck Norris, what's your favorite Chuck Norris project?
Walker,
Sorry.
Texas Ranger.
Okay. Walker says, I have AIDS.
Oh, one of the best clips ever, ever. Everyone should see it if you haven't.
I don't know that I've
Smith
seen this.
with Haley Joel Osment when he's a little kid.
He's like, don't worry, I know.
I'm gonna make a night out of this. Holy shit! Yeah.
Walker told me I have AIDS, and you're like, what? It's like, oh shit. My favorite.
Yeah,
it's phenomenal.
it's unbelievable. Yeah.
My favorite thing is that he did a movie, a trucker movie called Breaker Breaker. It's not very well known, but it is fucking laugh out loud stupid. I love it. So
Can I tell you guys real quick how I found out about his death? It was a text message from my brother this weekend that said, uh, "Hey, Chuck Norris died. I didn't even think that could happen."
yeah, that's fair.
Ugh, made me laugh.
uh,
Also, a little rest in piss for Chuck because wasn't he a
A
fucking
little bit.
maggot?
yeah,
Yeah.
Sorry.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
did you see the Christian Nightmares guy did a clip that I had forgotten about? But in 2012, he made some statement about like how basically like re-electing Barack Obama was like the harbinger of evil, and there'd be like 1,000 dark days. He and his
Gross.
dumbass wife. So after I saw that, I was a little, you know what? I don't wish death upon anyone, but
I
he is
don't either, but
kind of a dick in his later years, and yeah,
yeah,
yeah, he was a maggot, and you
he
know, he
lost his
fucking
way.
won.
He lost his way.
He lost his
Well,
way. Right.
but he kind of served purgatory on Earth because he kept doing those fucking infomercials for like 5, 10, 15 years. You
Oh
remember those?
yeah,
It was
yeah.
the Chuck Norris like Fitbit or something. I'll have to look it up, but it wasn't a Fitbit, but he sold like a basically whatever the male equivalent to a Thigh Master. He was stuck in that thing, so he was
Wouldn't that just be a thigh master?
no, it was something a bit more than that, but it was kind of like that's not
I guess
gonna get
ladies are different. I don't know. Yeah. Okay.
it's not gonna it's not gonna do the same job that that a Thigh Master did, but
I do remember the infomercial, but strangely, I don't remember the product, which means he wasn't a great pitch man.
no, that's true.
In
Yeah.
all irony, yeah, I don't remember what he sold.
A lot of it was just like, wow, he looks kind of young, and then you'd be like, well, that's good for that. I'm not
He
gonna
did
buy
look he did look pretty young, I gotta say. Even in like the Barack Obama video, I was like, wow, he's kind of a racist asshole, but he does look good.
it. Kind of a racist.
Kind of a racist asshole.
Let's see. Another on more sad news, APnews.com presents former FBI Director Robert Mueller, who investigated Russia Trump campaign ties, dies, which of course happened. And then Trump went out
Oof.
and posted, he's like, I'm glad he's dead. To which point, that was Saturday night, to which point I was watching Meet the Press on Sunday morning, and Robert Lutnick was on, and he had to defend that statement. And it was hilarious. I highly recommend looking it up.
Oof.
Robert Lutnick did not do a very good job. Robert Lutnick did a very bad job in that entire interview, but it was pretty hilarious. So I liked it because he looked very.
Here's my question: not that, where are the winners? The people that have like followed Trump into hell. Where are the winners? Who like emerged? Like, was
Yeah.
it Giuliani? Oh, fuck no. Was it
Oh
Mike, the pillow
no.
man? Oh,
No.
fuck no. Everybody goes down eventually with him. It's like, I don't get it. It's,
Yep.
Yeah.
uh,
What's that lady at the pump that she was like, he's a living pile of shit? You know,
Yeah. That. Oh, chef's kiss.
yeah.
So
so
good.
funny.
I was like,
It was
how
so
many times did you vote for her?
She's like, yeah.
Three
funny.
Yeah.
times.
I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Like, and that's on me.
So
Apparently,
good.
I'm a fucking idiot. And
Oh, that was so
So
funny.
clap. God, that was
So
good.
funny.
Oh.
Yeah. What's gas price looking like in your neck of the woods? About 420, 425 here.
oh, I haven't had to fill up it this week because I don't
Ooh,
travel.
yeah, it's been bad.
It was like 395, but it's definitely over 4 now.
Okay.
I'm-
They say Iran. Ironically enough, Iran is making just under $200 million a day, and Russia is making just under $90 million a day because of the inflated gas prices.
Yeah.
And so, congratulations,
Yeah.
you're
We
winning.
did
We did it.
Yay!
America first.
it. Anyway, Robert Mueller was a good guy. And
He was a good guy,
He was
and he
a
was a
good
fucking
guy.
Republican.
Yeah.
And you know, yeah, a sad deal. And he was not vindicated. Like the Mueller report, like there was a lot of smoke, I will say, in that
yeah,
it was not a hoax.
he didn't
They
want to take.
ultimately
He didn't want to take that job. You know,
he
he was.
didn't
You
know.
know.
No.
So I mean, his main thing was he rebuilt like the FBI after 9/11 and kind of got it shaped up a
Oh
little
yeah,
bit. You know, so that was
yeah,
pretty good.
yeah. So no, he was a yeah.
The only other thing I have is from Variety, and it's Buffy co-star Nicholas Brendan. I'm a big Buffy fan. He died, so
Saw that.
he was my favorite character.
I didn't know that. Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, he
It's a
died
bummer.
natural causes, but he had been I once remember reading something where somebody was like talking about if you could cast the perfect Peter Parker slash Spider Man, who would it be? And it would be him from like when he was 22 years old. And I agree with that. I think that would have been a great Spider Man. Better than Maguire, better than Garfield. But anyway. And so those are my headlines, and I'm going to take a quick siesta. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
Wow.
I'm
Way
not
to
gonna.
drop the mic,
I
literally.
know. Sorry, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Follow
Gonna
that,
leave it.
Smith,
Gonna
if
leave
you
it to
dare.
us. Wow.
Jesus.
Isn't a siesta a Mexican nap? Is that what a siesta is?
I was like, okay, so you're just gonna go take a nap while Smith and I round out the show. Awesome. Way to go,
Whatever,
Tyson.
dude. It's all right. Yeah.
It's your
You,
life.
you do
It's
you.
your
You do
life.
you. It's your life.
I'm just
I'm not the
making
boss of you.
notes. I'm just making notes of who's contributing and who's not, you know?
There you go.
He's,
There you go.
he's a big
Like,
self-made businessman now. He's got a big fucking
yes.
ego. We're just lesser
Yes.
thans.
Thinks he can just get up and do whatever the fuck he wants for the last half of the episode. Like, well, my headlines are done. Fuck yourself. No, we're trying to doing something very important. I will go
Oh,
through
it's
my
fine.
headlines. This just I called out this headline just because it brought up a couple of the things that were going on this week. In TSB chair, but that's the National Transportation Safety Board chair. LaGuardia crash investigator was stuck in TSA line for hours.
Uh,
So there was this crash at LaGuardia that was kind of insane. Did you see the video?
I did see the video.
And
Yeah,
yeah, and it was like a
sucks.
fire truck would just kind of went directly in the path of this plane, and I think both pilots died. I didn't
Yeah,
see a follow up if any
they they
passengers died, but
they did. Both of the pilots died, and 40 people from the flight were rushed to the hospital, but nobody
wow, so
died. I don't think.
that's okay.
Yeah,
So yeah, but just kind of a nasty accident, and obviously they've been talking about the air traffic control shortages for a while, but the TSA
yeah,
shortage is this whole other thing. And so and Trump in his fucking
fucking
unlimited wisdom, that's a great idea to dispatch. Even he knows that ice is a joke, I guess. He's like, well, these fucks aren't doing anything, so let's have them fill in for the TSA guys, which is like the worst, because oh my god, these guys are like the most give me a fucking reason
Yeah.
guys you
oh
can
yeah,
imagine.
oh yeah.
Yeah, let's put them in the TSA line where people are annoyed after they've waited for 5 hours. Oh, and yeah,
I love how
they're
they
gonna,
were like not doing shit. And then everybody was reporting on it. So then in Houston, weren't they handing out water bottles? So then the
yeah,
Republicans immediately like jump on that, like, oh, they're doing a great job. They're helping people get through the lines. Great, blah, blah, blah.
yeah, yeah.
Bullshit. Fuck
And,
off.
and in
Yeah.
order to quell concerns that they might use this as an opportunity to arrest illegal immigrants, Donald Trump gets out there and says it's absolutely fertile ground. It's like people are afraid to go to the airport if they're like an immigrant. And so the stupidity continues. It's going to be fantastic. I love it. His popularity is going down. The
Shit,
Iran,
sir.
Iran war is going to turn into a clusterfuck. They are already making movements for ground troops. Guess what, folks? We're going to be there for a while, and gas prices are going to be
Yep.
awesomely high for the foreseeable future. Even though the war is wrapped up, 10 days ago? I think he declared victory.
Yeah.
He didn't even wait for them to plant the banner. At
Yeah.
least Bush waited for them to turn the ship around and
That's
plant
true.
the
Yeah.
banner. He's like, I can't fucking wait for that. We won. So I mean, it's amazing. It's going to keep being fun.
God.
Next headline. Let's see. This one I didn't know this was a thing, but apparently I want to find this video. Uh-oh. Parents shocked after child played Five Nights at Epstein's computer game on school computer. So apparently there's this. I have
What?
not played this game, but there's apparently this video game that's I think spawned a couple movies called Five Nights at
Oh
Freddy's.
yeah, yeah,
I think it's like
Yeah.
a horror video game. Well, apparently there's now Five Nights at Epstein's. Where let me find the description. It says one parent
Holy
school district
shit.
sharing concerns after she said her son accessed and played a Jeffrey Epstein themed game while at school, calling for the district to do more to protect their students. In the game in question is styled off massively popular Five Nights at Freddy's games, but instead of protecting yourself from a group of rogue animatronics, you are defending yourself from a late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein and a notable figures found in the Epstein files. So,
My goodness.
sounds like a fun game.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
Happened
gotta.
in
fun.
Utah. Yeah, it's happened in Utah too. So way to go, Utah public education. I mean, I get it. Like, you got to keep them out of the pedos. Like, but like, let's terrify the shit out of them.
Yeah.
You wake up with
Yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein under your bed. Uh, anyway, I thought that was.
Wow.
Oh, damn.
Let's see. This one I meant to read more, but I did like the headline. It's from Newsweek a couple days ago. Scientists discover what age children start becoming cunning little liars. Uh, A study conducted by researchers at the University of Bristol in the UK and published in the Journal of Cognitive Development found that around a quarter of children start to understand deception by the age of just 10 months. Damn. That proportion rises to about half by the age of 17 months. And by the age of 3, children become more proficient, creative, and frequent fabricators, according to findings. So, yeah, like children, like it's kind of interesting. They just study like the evolution of lying and like where kids figure out that it can work to their advantage. So, uh,
Lying at home and work.
good on you, kids. Yeah, absolutely. Hang in there, bud. I'll take you in just a second. Uh, Howie is not so concerned about the happenings of the world. Uh, this one only caught my eye because this place is actually located in the Kansas City area. I've been there. Independence police say Barbies possibly contaminated with fentanyl at Cargo Largo. So, have you ever been to Cargo Largo, Tyson?
No, but I know the story. I've been following it.
Okay, yeah. So apparently, say they were loaded. Certain Barbie dolls were possibly contaminated with fentanyl,
Oh,
and
shit.
apparently, yeah, not a good thing.
I
Wait,
mean,
So
what is
anyway,
Cargo Largo? I'm unfamiliar
so
with it.
it is like a surplus store where they basically kind of like sell stuff that like either the packaging was damaged or it was a little out of date or things like that. I've been there, like it's
Okay.
been probably 15, 20 years since I've been there. They had clothes. So it was like kind of like just kind of like, but all real random kind of what would be there. So anyway, apparently they're doing just fine. And
yeah, they found some of it in Kansas City too. It kind of
did they
makes me,
really?
yeah. So some distributor that did work to Kansas, somebody did that. I was like, why waste perfectly good fentanyl on Barbie dolls, But
Might be right. I don't know.
it doesn't make any
Those
sense.
little girls aren't going to know what to do with it.
No,
Yeah,
they're
that's
not.
yeah.
Give it
It
to
would
me.
know a good high. I don't know.
I'm
Uh,
Jones. I'm jonesing for another Barbie, mom.
and my last one before I'm going to take Howie for a quick walk because he's being such a good boy. This comes from Fox 5. And this headline just won it over for me. Quadruple amputee, professional cornhole. Sorry. Oh my God, I ruined it. All right, let me start over again.
Do
Offer
it.
me grace. Quadruple amputee, professional cornhole pole player faces murder charges. So begs a lot of questions.
There's a lot in that statement. Yeah.
Quadruple amputee has been charged with a murder-related offense of a fatal Charles County shooting. Yeah, it doesn't explain how
How?
his. No, there's no how. What are like? Isn't like how like the first of the journalistic rules? Like how, what, why, when, and
Where?
no how. God damn you, Fox Five! You need to fire Elsa Stanley and Isabel Solson. They both apparently suck their job. And with that, I'm going to take Howie to the bathroom. So I'm going to
All right. Well,
hand it over to you,
Bathroom
Dasso.
break.
I'm gonna get
Oh,
right on that spec script about that story.
Absolutely.
I don't know. The cornhole
Like
angle is gold, and then the murder angle is platinum.
I know,
So
yeah.
like it was
Yeah.
news to me that there was professional cornhole. I can't barely say can't say cornhole. I'm sure that's terrible.
that's not
I'll be right.
Okay. Oh my God. I just have a couple. This is a quick follow up to that America First award from The Guardian.
Good.
Uh, U.S. House Speaker, goddamn pop ups, gives Trump the so called America First award amid global chaos. Blah, blah, blah. Talking about the devastation that's happening. Democrats, lawmakers, and commentators are criticizing and ridiculing the American First Award given to Trump on Wednesday evening during the National Republican Congressional Committee fundraiser. The president has done so much for the American people, and we want to honor him in some small way, some token of our appreciation for his leadership. So tonight we have created a new award. Mike Johnson is literally his name. Mike fucking Dick. He is such an ass. And it just goes on from there. Like, I don't want to watch any of that shit. Trump loves all that stuff. Any sort of medal, fucking award, like, give it to
Yeah.
him. Get him distracted.
I think gold colored he's in.
Yeah, he's just smitten immediately. But yes, I am that great. Yes, more.
Yes.
Uh, and then this is kind of a follow up to Smith talking about the ICE agents. But Tice, have you seen any of like Trump's comments about like swooning over them, basically? Like,
No, I don't think so.
so HuffPost talks about this. Trump swoons over ICE agents who have much larger and harder muscles than most.
Oh, Jesus
Just a shit ton of that.
Christ.
Look it up. You will giggle a lot.
Wow.
And he, it's just his truth social bullshit. I am so proud of our ICE patriots. They were unfairly maligned by the lunatic Democrats for years. And now at the airports, in addition to what they are supposed to be doing, they're helping people with bags, even picking up cleaning areas. Like, it just goes on for there. And then he talks about their muscles. It is again more like Republican homoeroticism bullshit,
Yeah.
and it's wonderful and everyone should read about it. So really enjoyed that. And then this comes to us from New York Post, which is basically the Florida fucking publication, news publication.
That's true, yeah.
um Cocaine sharks might be feasting on drugs dumped off Florida coast, scientists say. And so apparently there's a new series on Shark Week. I truthfully have not watched Shark Week in a hot minute. I don't know
Yeah.
about you, Tice, but
I think
apparently, yeah.
yeah, I mean, the last time I watched Shark Week was before Tracy Morgan said "Live every week like Shark Week." Like, so it's been a long time.
Yeah, for me too. But apparently, there's a new TV series as a part of Shark Week called Cocaine Sharks. And so scientists are going into why this is probably a thing, how drugs and other chemicals are getting into our water, streams and things of that nature, via sharks and other
I like the
animals.
idea
It's
that
interesting.
sharks are getting high on cocaine because then the sharks are suddenly like talking too much and very annoying and full of themselves and
Grinding all those teeth, that's a lot.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
they're like, oh, where's my stash? You can't have any. I'm not sharing this with anybody.
It's all mine. It's all
Yeah,
mine.
yeah.
Uh,
Wow.
yeah. So that's fun.
Cocaine bear, cocaine sharks. I mean,
Cocaine shark,
cocaine
cocaine
bear.
everything. Maybe cocaine squirrels coming to a theater near
I feel
you
like
soon.
I feel like squirrels are probably on a natural version of cocaine. I watch squirrels all the time. They're death-defying animals, and
They really are.
it's
Yeah.
and they get mad too, which is great. I love watching.
Oh, they
Mad
get
squirrels.
real pissed. Yeah.
It's like
It's
they're
it's such an old people show in our front window, like over our sink. There's a bird feeder and then there's a squirrel feeder to keep them away from the bird feeder.
right.
But there's one dominant squirrel that will not have any birds or any other squirrels eating any of it. And he just shakes with how pissed he is. And then birds will fly at him, fucking other squirrels will come at him, and he just attacks. It is bonkers.
Wow.
Yeah, he's on something.
Yeah. Well, that's
And yet we still feed him. So whatever. It's our problem.
I think there's a type of birdseed that you can get that's full of
Capsaicin.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Doesn't work. They have now, Tyson, started eating it, and they do this thing where they just shake profusely after eating it
Like,
because it's so hot, but they can't help it because it's food. And then they just
revenge.
go back in. Yeah. They're evolving.
They are.
It's weird.
That is fantastic, by the way.
Yeah.
It is awesome.
It's pretty good. It's pretty fun to watch. Nothing makes me feel older than when I really get into it.
Yeah.
And then I talk about it later with Jonas when he gets off work. And we're like, wow,
you should do like an accidental like hot ones with the squirrels like
Yeah.
outside your maybe fill them. Like, I don't know, the ASPCA might crawl up your ass, but and then I'd say it's worth it.
No, that's free will. Those squirrels had free will. You don't.
That's exactly right.
It's true. That is true.
That's true. That's true. One more food. Yeah.
Oh man. Real quick, we did have a fan of the podcast that wrote to us about a correction
Yes.
that needed to be made. So
That
I heard
I
about
wanted to
this.
highlight this from Curtis Beyer, I believe,
yeah.
who told us that a car bomb is made with Bailey's and not Jaeger. So we were all wrong.
Also Jameson uh and not I think I don't think I said Jameson. I think I said Heineken.
You said Jaeger,
Oh,
which
and I said Jaeger for sure, and Heineken.
You said Guinness.
Oh, Guinness. That's right, Guinness,
again,
Yes,
and it's
yeah,
yes, yeah,
Jameson, and yeah, that's my
yeah.
unplug for this week. Is my unplug is that I did that wrong. My unplug is myself this week. Uh,
that's well meta.
That's terrible.
no, it's
I
fine.
feel
It's
like
fine. I was just tickled that Kurt listened to the show. I don't know. It just made me happy, and I was like, I'm happy
That's
to be
true.
corrected. Yeah.
I love it. So yeah, for listeners, if we screw up again, feel free to blast us on Facebook, Instagram, any of those stupid
True.
socials, you
Yeah.
know, or
Yeah.
email us or send us a letter. Again, Tyson loves mail,
I do.
so
I do. I love
we'll
mail.
immediately forward it to him. That's it. Those are the headlines.
Nice.
Very nice.
Should we plug?
Let's
We
plug.
You got
should
some
plug something.
plugs, Tice? Yeah, something.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I don't know. I'm saying that. Okay, so I don't know why, but Beth was away at dog show, and I was like, "What do I want to watch?" And I decided to watch. I had watched the first two episodes of Fallout, which is a show about about a video
Mm.
game. It's on
Uh-huh.
Amazon,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
I remember being like, I love the set design. It's like a faux 1950s kind of futuristic thing. So I aesthetically, it's beautiful to me. But I ended up watching the rest of the first season and the second season. And I actually enjoyed it. So if you want to see kind of a post-apocalyptic retro, multiple storyline kind of thing going on, I recommend it. So Fallout on Amazon. It's an easy watch. It's kind of a chore to get through the first two, I thought, but I don't know. Then I watched a documentary
Is
on
it new or has it been around for a while?
its second season is new, so
Okay. Okay.
and people tend to really like it, so that's why I kind of gave it
Yeah,
another shot.
it's very popular.
I played the
Uh,
game, so yeah.
yeah, I tried to play one of the versions of the game on my phone, and I just couldn't do it. But I have the attention span of a cocaine squirrel, so that's the problem. So I watched this documentary about Mad Magazine called "When We Were Mad." That's also on Amazon Prime, and have you seen it, Mad?
Yeah, it's very
I've
good.
seen the thumbnail. I haven't watched it yet.
I mean, if it's interesting to me from a comics historical point of view, but it's also interesting that just it was a lot of people, a lot of famous comedians, a lot of famous actor slash comedians first first dip into what comedy and satire could be. So it shaped a whole bunch of children's
You know,
lives.
I don't know that I have seen. I think I was thinking of National Lampoon. There was a National Lampoon
No,
documentary that
that
I
one
watched.
that is excellent too. But
Yeah.
no,
Okay.
this
I'll make sure I have. I don't know that I've seen that.
it's called
Yeah.
When We Were Mad. There's a new show on I want to say Hulu called Sunny Nights. It stars Darcy
Oh,
uh,
with Will Forte,
yeah,
right?
and Darcy
Yeah.
Cardins. We watched the first episode. It's funny, it's dark, but I quite like the pilot, so I'm going to watch the rest of it. And then
Okay.
finally, well, as far as TV show goes, we watched the SNL UK premiere episode.
I was gonna ask, how was it?
It was excellent. I mean, it's different. Obviously, it's a little cheekier than our version, but uh, Tina Fey was the host, and Wet Leg was the musical host. And
Oh, I heard that. Fuck, I gotta watch that.
yeah, I don't know what's going on with Wet Leg. They kind of changed their image from the first record to the second record. Now the lead singer, she like crawls around on all fours and like doesn't play guitar, but I still like it. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's just a little weird. And then and Tina Fey was great, and there's a couple skits you can definitely feel her fingers on, as far as writing goes,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is good. And I like the
What's
cat.
it? What network is it airing
It's on
on over
it's on
there?
Peacock. Well, I know I don't know what's on over there, but you can watch it on Peacock here.
Okay. I know. I wondered if it was like on Sky or because they have like kind of a weirder like
I think I
television
think I think
broadcast
it, I
system.
think it, I
Yeah.
think it is on Sky because they made a joke about it
Okay.
on their version of Weekend Update.
Okay.
I
Okay.
will I will say
Oh, that'd
that
be fun.
yeah, no, it's good. It's funny. They curse, so that's kind of fun to see them be able to drop an F bomb during.
Right. Right.
That's awesome.
So yeah, so I would definitely recommend watching it. I will. we liked it enough that we'll keep watching it. So
Okay.
and there's a new, as far as music goes, I haven't heard a lot of stuff. There's a new single called Riptides, I believe, by Death Cab for Cutie, which I quite like, as far
It's
as
good.
their singles go. Um, and they have left major label and signed to Anti Records, which is the home of
Hmm.
Wednesday and NJ Linderman and a bunch of stellar indie bands. So it's kind of an interesting move. But so anyway, that record comes out in June, I think. And then I've been doing a deep dive on this band called Someone Still Loves You, Boris Yeltsin. Um,
Oh yeah, God, that's a blast from the past. Okay.
I was always a big fan. And so I'm going to sing, they had 5 records come out. Let me pull it up real fast. I, for some reason, clicked away because I'm an idiot. Uh, Someone Still Loves You, Boris Yeltsin. They're actually a Missouri band. Um, and this record is called Let It Sway. And it is produced by Chris Walla, was the drummer slash producer of Death Cab for Cutie for many, many, many
Uh-huh.
years. And it's real solid. Now, the record before this is called Perishing, and that was the first record I listened to them, and that's really good. And the record before that was a record called Broom, which is not my favorite, but people fell in love with it, and that's how they got signed. But I would say if you wanted just a clean shot of indie rock, wonderfulness, start with Let It Sway, go to Perishing. There's Fly by Wire, The High Country, and then there's a bunch of compilation stuff out there. But they're no longer with us. The one of the guys went on to start this band called Dragon Inn 3, which is named after a Chinese place right up the street from our house.
No
That's
way.
awesome.
Yeah, he lives in Kansas
That's
City
a
now,
fun fact.
and
That is a
Right.
fun fact.
yeah, and so like yeah, so anyway, they're that new project. It's more like the kind of music you would hear like as background music on Stranger Things. It's darker, moogier.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's not my favorite, but it's not bad. But there's some thing, and one of the things I really like about this band is they wrote all their stuff together whenever they do this, and they would just switch off whoever was going to write the lyrics. So sometimes the drummer wrote the lyrics, sometimes the bass player wrote the lyrics. The singer always sang the lyrics, but you get some really weird lyrics. I'm
Yeah.
just going to say, like,
Yeah.
there's a song called All Hail Dracula, which is kind of a sweet romantic song, weird, but it doesn't
Uh-huh.
sound like it, and yeah. So anyway, if you'd like to just try something new and different, uh, I will say that I shouldn't say this. I'm not going to say this. That's too personal. But anyway, fuck it, I'll say it. So Perishing was one of those records.
I literally every time you say that, Tice, go wait for it.
Yeah.
Wait for it.
Uh, I will say that Perishing, that record, was the Sexy Time record. That used,
Oh shit.
yeah, I
Okay.
used to listen to when things got busy. Uh, it just it,
It's got
it, it doesn't sound like the. It's not like listening to Enigma or anything like that, but it's just I don't know. It just kind of worked. So anyway,
I now know what I want on my. I now know what I want on my tombstone. I just wanted to say things got busy.
Things got busy.
Things
Oh,
got
it's
busy.
good.
so
Good album title. I think next
That's a good
project I said
title for our show this week.
things
Thanks,
got
guys.
busy. Oh, that's there you go too. Let's start there. Things got busy.
and then of course my unplug is myself for mislabeling what a car bomb was. But
Well, we
I
agreed with you, so
I would
it's
also
kind
say
of.
that you could do it the other way, but it probably wouldn't be nearly as good.
You know
But
what? Somebody do it the other way, as we described
yeah,
last
just
week,
yeah,
and
try
let us know.
if you make 24, like when you get up the next week, let us know how it went.
Yeah.
Those
And to
were
be fair, I'm sure we were drinking Jaeger that day too.
I most certainly were.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so it's
Oh God.
you're okay for complaining. Yeah.
Also to be fair, I'm sure we had a fucking pile of Red Bull too, just to keep things going. So it was
I
definitely
remember I remember Hurst telling me at like 1 in the afternoon that I'd hit a case of Rolling Rock. So yeah, it was a day. It was a day. And that was like in
You know what,
addition
though,
to
Smith? That is
yeah.
that is your move, man, or was your move back in the day,
No, I
hiding
can't.
a
Oh my
case for
God.
later. Every time we had a party, Smith would like bring out a case of beer at like 3 a.m. or some shit.
Really?
We're
I don't
like,
remember doing this.
yeah, dude. Like, I swear to God, every time we were in
Right,
Lawrence, it was like maybe
right.
not a
Oh, that's right.
case, maybe it like downsized to a 12 pack, but you were always like, I got us. We're good. We can still stay up. Yeah,
Boy Scout.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
What is it?
for
Yeah,
real. Yeah.
for real.
I did. I ever tell you? I'm sure I told you guys this. Sorry, this is a side note, but we used to play at this place called the Go Lounge in Lawrence, and they used to do a thing where the bands could drink as much as they wanted. And one of the beers that they could drink was Rolling Rock, as much Rolling Rock as you want.
Mhm.
And we went through 4.5 cases in one show. The band did,
Oh,
and it was
Okay.
all day, all night and drink. I mean,
that's
we
a
got there like
lot.
6. There's no way. I mean, I'm just trying. I've got video of us performing. There's no way that we were the only people drinking the Rolling Rock. We must have been handing them out to our friends or something. There's just no way. But
I
anyway,
hope
but
so.
anyway, they changed the rules after that show, and so now you could get draft as much as you want and a 24 pack of Rolling Rock, and then draft everything else. So, anyway. Good work. Bring back Joel. Ruin it for everybody.
Excellent. Well done. Smith, what would you
Yeah,
like to plug this week?
I have a handful of plugs. The first one takes place here in good old Indianapolis, Indiana, and it is called Dead Man's Wire. This was in theaters a couple months ago, and it is about true story about a real estate developer named Tony Kurtzis, who basically uh, got screwed over by his mortgage broker on this sort of mall deal he was working on, and so he goes into his office and he puts a wire around his neck and ties it to a shotgun, and then puts a wire around his own neck and the shotgun's trigger, and proceeds to parade him down Indianapolis. There's a
Oh,
very good documentary about this,
Whoa.
but very interesting story. It's done by Gus Van Sant, which is a great director, kind of hit or miss sometimes, but
yeah.
Yeah.
usually pretty solid. Really good. We really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed how it's presented. It's not a terribly long movie. Again, I forget what the name of the documentary is, but if you enjoy the story, the documentary is also
What's
quite good. It's
what?
not on any of the streaming services yet,
Okay.
but
I was just
I'm
gonna
sure
ask.
it will. I'm sure it will be soon. So
Man by Wire? Is that what's it called?
yeah, A Dead Man's Wire
Dead Man's Wire. Okay.
is what it's
Okay.
called. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna
yeah,
check that out. Sounds
quite
really
good.
interesting.
Quite good. Yeah, it was interesting. The next one, a little bit of lighter fare, but you know how we like to, not to be so serious around here. This was called Company Retreat. Jury Duty presents Company Retreat.
Oh,
There was a
yeah.
show, I
Yeah,
don't know
that's
if you
on
guys
the
remember, two
list.
or 3 years ago,
Yeah.
Yeah.
called Jury Duty. And it was basically the premise is that everyone was an actor except for one person who actually thought they were on a real jury. And it was fucking hilarious. Like, I hate reality television, like, with a gigantic passion. And it was hilarious. It's pretty good. I think there's only 2 episodes out so far, but it's funny. It's worth checking out on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
And then something we watched just last night on Netflix. This came out March 13th. It's called Dynasty: The Murdochs.
Oh.
And it is all about Robert Murdoch and his family.
Oh, I watched that as well. Yeah.
Quite good. It
Yep.
was more interesting than I thought it would be, to be
Yep.
honest. Even though it was like kind of new going in, that it was like kind of the inspiration for Succession. And yep, like, it's fucking nuts.
Like almost to
Like,
the T. It's crazy. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And I think the thing that I walked away from is I was really expecting to come away from it thinking that Robert Murdoch was a giant asshole, and he still is. He's a huge prick.
He's a dick. Yeah.
He's a
Yeah.
gigantic asshole. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not going to change your mind on that.
Yeah.
He's gonna reinforce your conventions. Dude is a prick. Like,
Dude is
especially
a
to his family.
prick. His
Yeah,
ex-wife is a prick. His kids are
yeah,
now
but
pricks. It's
yeah. Oh
all
yeah.
bad.
Oh yeah. The sons are all douchebags. Like,
Oh,
it's kind of
it's
gross. So anyway,
gross. Yeah.
but it's an interesting story, and it really
Yeah.
kind of I guess my biggest takeaway from it is like this dude like kind of had it figured out. Like, he like in the 60s kind of figured out that, like, a lot of the publishers and editors and editorial writers for the New York Times and the big papers, they were all academics, right? Like, they were smart, pretty liberal people. and he knew that there were these areas where that wasn't popular, and like he really picked up that white, that blue collar kind of, and it was a thing. And it's funny to see how he does that in Europe, and in Australia, and then in England, and then in the U.S. with Fox News. Like he did it for like 60 years. Like I mean, he
Yeah.
really was. And guess what? It fucking worked.
Yes, it did.
So
Thanks a
yeah.
lot.
So anyway, worth checking out. Worth checking out.
Can I
You know,
say one thing about it, Smith, that I thought
you
was
can
really
say
funny?
you
I
can say
thought
four
that,
things.
and whatever, it's a spoiler, I guess, but some
That's all
people may
right.
already know. I thought it was hilarious that his second wife was having sexual fantasies about Tony Blair, possibly had an affair with him. I don't
Yeah,
think they really confirmed that, but damn, that shit was good.
they
Like
certainly
that was a
alluded to it.
catalyst to the fucking divorce actually happening. But
Yeah.
man, all the lead up to that, oh, so good.
Oh yeah,
Loved
it
it.
was.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. It all kind of plays out as everyone deserves, sort of. Like,
it
so that's
does
kind of
in
good.
a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Except for like being massively fucking wealthy.
Right,
That's
yeah.
an aside.
Insanely wealthy.
Did you
It's
guys
Yeah.
absurd.
did you guys watch Love Story? Did you have any interest in
We
that?
Yes,
are. We're still watching it. Yeah. Yeah.
I
There's a
like it
new
a
episode.
lot.
I
It's,
believe there's a new episode tonight.
It's my
Actually,
favorite thing that Ryan Murphy's put out in fucking
it's
years.
the best thing he's put out in a long time.
is it
Yeah.
Yeah.
is there is Daryl Hannah like just portrayed as a terrible person?
Oh yeah.
She had
Like a
Yeah.
dipshit. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
she wrote a op-ed or something in the paper, like the New York Times or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
saying I didn't never did
I
this.
don't know what to believe though, because like most of what I've read about Daryl Hannah is that she is nuts. So a part of me is like, it might have touched a nerve or something.
Maybe, yeah,
But
maybe, yeah.
yeah,
Okay, just curious.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
You know,
It's
the other
90s
thing,
nostalgia, and the soundtrack is excellent, of course. So
it's funny because the Daryl Hannah thing got a lot of attention, but what did not get a lot of attention, and it was kind of a throwaway comment in like the first or second episode, and I actually looked it up because he made some comment about Marky Mark. Like, this is where we're at, but like he makes some comment about Elf the Funky Bunch,
Yeah,
and that dude like committed a hate crime in like the late '80s. Like, I don't know a lot of people know that, but like, yeah, like Marky Mark like almost beat like two Vietnamese men to death.
oh,
Like when yes, it's fucking, and like right for, so for whatever reason,
what?
Ryan Murphy has some, yes. Look at it happened in like '89 or like right before, I think, yeah, like some crazy like shit happened with, and he calls that out, and I was like, that's weird. So like it is kind of strange that he just like kind of mentions the stuff about Daryl Hannah, and like I don't know if he's like throwing shots or like, Howie, you're okay, bud. Even Howie is like, not Mark Wahlberg, not the Entourage guy.
no.
I'm sorry, Howie. I know, buddy. Buddy, the world is not all dog parks and beef sticks.
You
It's
can get him
mostly
another,
not that.
get him another dog and call him Turtle, and he'll be fine.
He's. But anyway, look it up. He's
Look,
fussy.
yeah.
Come here, bud. Come here, bud.
Yeah.
Let me give you pets. Let me give you pets. Anyway, those are my plugs.
Oh,
Very fussy.
very good. I just have one plug this week because it's been kind of busy on all sides. But I did manage to listen to Ladytron's new album. If you are unfamiliar with Ladytron, they're a band from Liverpool, I believe, and they're great. And the new album is pretty much what is on par with them, like dancey, a little dark in places, really good synth. I like it a lot. Have you guys listened to it or
No, I saw
not
it.
yet?
I pre-saved it on Spotify now that it lets me
Yeah,
pre-save albums, so it's saved on there. I was
yeah.
excited
Let
about
me
that.
know what you think. I think it came out on
Yeah,
the 20th, so I've just been listening to that while I've been raging in
awesome.
the
I will check that out.
afternoon. So yeah,
Rachel.
it's good. That's it though. I'll have more plugs next week, I'm sure, but that's all I've consumed. I do have an unplug.
Go for it.
I know Tyson already talked about his unplug. Smith, do you have one?
I don't really stand
All right.
positive.
Oh,
Or Howie, I'm
maybe
staying
I should
positive.
stay positive.
No, he can take it.
All right.
He could take
This,
it.
Don't sugarcoat it. Howie can take it. Isn't that right, buddy? Yeah.
You know what? Howie doesn't have to deal with this shit, but really, and I know this is like a fucking hi Howie.
Hi, Howie.
Look at that face.
Oh yeah, he's happy. Look at the people. Yeah.
He's like, "Where's my
So cute.
where's my bowl and spoon? You fucks, you feed me."
Um, it's really like meetings that could have been emails. I know it's a
Ah,
meme. I know it's been memed the fuck out,
that's fair
but
though.
Jesus, this week has felt like that to the maximum.
It's
So
a real thing, man.
yeah,
Like it's a real thing. It is.
real. You guys know. You
Yeah.
guys know.
Oh, we've
So
been there.
anyway,
Oh yeah, we've been there.
it's my main
Hang in
beef
there.
this week. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
It'll
Thank
get
you.
better.
Hang in there.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Probably.
maybe.
Probably.
Probably.
Maybe.
Not really.
Statistically
People love
speaking.
meetings.
If you live and work at live, if you work in corporate America, you're gonna fucking hit this wall at least once a week. So
Yeah.
it just is what it
I will
is.
say, now, do meetings hit differently for you personally now that they're virtual? Because like when I was in the office situation, I kind of like usually enjoyed meetings just because it was something different and it was,
Same.
you know what I mean? Like it broke the day up.
Yeah.
But like I think it's
Yeah.
different virtually. Like it's just not the same thing. It's just like I don't want to.
yeah, and also like meetings always devolved into like just conversation about random shit.
Right.
Like we, at the end it was like, oh, we're just hanging out again. This is cool. Meetings virtually are like, oh, painful.
That's true. They're a lot more on task. Yeah, because it's not as natural. And yeah.
It's not natural, and it's really not natural when you open up a meeting with an icebreaker or like a question of the day, and you're just like, oh, here we go.
2 truths and a lie. All right, fine.
Yeah. And then it's like one time I fucked up in my current job, and they were like, say one fun fact that nobody knows about you. And I was like, I was in a music video once. What music video?
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh no, my director's gonna see me making out with my college boyfriend.
It's all right.
It's all right.
It's fine.
All right. It's all right.
And then I'm always like, I'm an open book. My bad. Please don't fire me. I would like my bonus. Thank you.
When bring back
actually, I think it's against the law to fire someone for answering an icebreaker. I'm pretty sure that's.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Thank you.
If it's not, it should be. It's in our company manual. I don't know.
Yeah.
My friend Seth, who I took a bunch of his recorded answering machine messages and interspaced them on Bring Back Joel record. And that's up on Spotify now, and we've reconnected because he lives in Kansas City, and he's told me that basically when they do icebreakers, whenever they hire new people, he always points out that he's on Spotify. He's a rock star, and then
that's awesome.
And that's his thing that he goes, yeah, just check it out. Like you can hear me, and he is very funny in life and on that album. So sometimes I don't know. I would tell people you were in a music video. That's fun,
Yeah. I'm not doing it anymore though.
God damn, you and Tawny Katane had your moment though.
Yeah, you did.
Oh god!
Just seeing you thrash around on top of that basement freezer or whatever it was,
with Dave drawn on my arm. Yeah, it's good. It's good times. My aunt and uncle were really proud of me when I showed them that video. That's when the shame started. I was like, maybe I shouldn't tell people about this.
Well, I don't know.
Oh well. Howie.
Hi, Howie.
Oh, yeah, he can't hear my headphones.
Yeah.
He appreciates. Yeah, look at that. Look at you.
Always a smile. Just always. Look at that little face.
Always. Oh yeah, he's very good mood.
God.
Very good mood.
All right, gentlemen. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, always.
It was indeed.
I feel like Howie's been wanting us to wrap this shit up for the last 20 minutes.
Howie's had it. He's had it. He's arrived at work. He's in the parking garage. He's ready to be done with us.
Howie the driving dog. I like it. YouTube series.
How he had it. Howie's had it. I love it. How he had it. Yeah.
How he had it. Yeah. Howie's had it. I like it. We're gonna do it. We're making it happen.
That's good.
Make it happen.
Let's make that. Come on, Chat GPT.
Media fucking empire. Yes.
All right, Tyson, are you going to close us out?
Oh, yeah, this is a weird one. Yes. I just want to say that I did not purchase this. This was purchased for me. But I do have to turn off my camera to get this ready.
Okay. Wow. Probably shouldn't have started the outro music. The anticipation. Wow.
Yeah.
It's good. You know, it's good.
God. Winner. That's
Yeah, it's pretty
You
good.
guys have a good one.
Pretty good.
Bye.